energies. Whether you call it vibration, spirit, people have energies. If you read the book of Job 32:8, it says there is a spirit in a man. All of us have spirits. We have vibrations. Some of them are good energies, some of them are bad energies. Look at what happened with Anthony Joshua. And in Palava, I said the same thing with Anthony Joshua. I believe this man. He didn't. He consulted with the man. Look at what happened. He lost. He lost to Tunisia. And then the same thing with the previous AFCON. He did the same thing. And then our guys were eliminated. Look, this man, because Anthony Joshua. And you go back, I said the same thing with I had told the NFF not to allow General Muhammadu Buhari speak to the Super Eagles. Now, this wasn't politics. A lot of people thought it was politics. It's not politics. And then today, when I heard that he had spoken with them, I mean, I was really upset. I was quite sad. You see, you have to understand, look, people have energies. Whether we like it or not, it's a fact of life. People have energies. Whether you call it vibration, spirit, people have energies. If you read the book of Job 32:8, it says there is a spirit in a man. All of us have spirits. You know, we have vibrations. Some of them are good energies, some of them are bad energies. Look, General Muhammadu Buhari, let's face it, the man has a bad energy. You know, he has the reverse of the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to dust. Look at what happened with Anthony Joshua. And you go back, I said the same thing with Anthony Joshua. Avoid this man. He didn't. He consulted with the man. Look at what happened. He lost. He lost to Alexander Usyk. And then the same thing with the previous AFCON. He did the same thing. And then our guys were eliminated. Look, this man, because look, there are things beyond the natural. You know, this man, there are things that people like I know. You know, and it's not everything we can say. This man, the places he's gone to, the kinds of marabouts he's been with. That's why we said, do not talk to these boys. Let them focus. He is a distraction. Who has Buhari? Now, this is a question I'm asking for Buhari supporters. Who has Buhari called and they have won, or it has been a positive effect on them? Who? The man, this is not luck, because I don't believe in luck. These are deep spiritual forces in action. And, you know, I'm very, very sad because this could have been averted. Anyway, you know, it has happened. And I pray that the NFF and all the sports lovers, not just in football, anything, look, divorce this man from our sporting activities. My name is Ronald Mokri, and I thank you for watching this. God bless you. I had told the NFF not to allow General Muhammadu Buhari speak to the Super Eagles. Now, this wasn't politics. A lot of people thought it was politics. It's not politics. And then today, when I heard that he had spoken with them, I mean, I was really upset. I was quite sad. You see, you have to understand, look, people have energies. Whether we like it or not, it's a fact of life. People have energies. Whether you call it vibration, spirit, people have energies. If you read the book of Job 32:8, it says there is a spirit in a man. All of us have spirits. You know, we have vibrations. Some of them are good energies, some of them are bad energies. Look, General Muhammadu Buhari, let's face it, the man has a bad energy. You know, he has the reverse of the Midas touch. Everything he touches turns to dust. Look at what happened with Anthony Joshua. And you go back, I said the same thing with Anthony Joshua. Avoid this man. He didn't. He consulted with the man. Look at what happened. He lost. He lost to Alexander Usyk. And then the same thing with the previous AFCON. He did the same thing. And then our guys were eliminated. Look, this man, because look, there are things beyond the natural. You know, this man, there are things that people like I know. You know, and it's not everything we can say. This man, the places he's gone to, the kinds of marabouts he's been with. That's why we said, do not talk to these boys. Let them focus. He is a distraction. Who has Buhari? Now, this is a question I'm asking for Buhari supporters. Who has Buhari called and they have won, or it has been a positive effect on them? Who? The man, this is not luck, because I don't believe in luck. These are deep spiritual forces in action. And, you know, I'm very, very sad because this could have been averted. Anyway, you know, it has happened. And I pray that the NFF and all the sports lovers, not just in football, anything, look, divorce this man from our sporting activities. My name is Ronald Mokri, and I thank you for watching this. God bless you.
A very good morning to you and welcome to the Monday edition of Trending Issues. Of course, it comes to you from AF Television. How are you this beautiful morning? Happy New Week to you. And I hope that you've left your house. Probably you're in your office or you're in your shop, wherever you are. Thank you so much for joining us on AF Television. Of course, it's the program Trending Issues, and it's still your regular host, Faith Okanwa. You can also drop your comments, your contributions on the topics that we are talking about this morning. Of course, it has to do with issues that are trending in Nigeria, of course, outside Nigeria. You can also share using the share button so that your friends, wherever they are, can join. They can hook up with what we're doing this morning. All right, let's start from Nigeria and Tunisia match. Of course, yesterday was so hot, and there were so much expectations yesterday, but unfortunately some persons' expectations were cut short, and we usually pray that our expectations should not be cut short, but of course majority of Nigerians' expectations were cut short from that match between Nigeria, Super Eagles of Nigeria, and of course Tunisia. Of course, the match held in Cameroon, and Nigeria was kicked out from AFCON 2022. Just one match yesterday. Of course, before that match, there were a lot of predictions. People are saying Nigeria will win Tunisia, and some said Tunisia will win Nigeria. But I think that Nigeria had a higher vote of winning prediction. But one thing led to the other. It did not end in our favor. And of course, that match ended in a 1-0 goal. And some people have add your opinion as regards to that match. And of course, the video that was showing before my voice came up showed Reno Omokri giving his opinion. Of course, you're entitled to your own opinion. You recall that before Super Eagles started that match yesterday, the president of Nigeria, that's talking about President Muhammadu Buhari, had a video conference call with them from Abuja and Cameroon. Of course, the president wished them well, and then he said, I wish you to fly so higher. And of course, after that video call, some persons like Reno Mokri and some other Nigerians were saying that the president shouldn't have called the cited instances of Anthony Joshua and some other persons that the president was alleged to have called, and they failed, and they said that the NFF shouldn't have allowed the president to reach out to the Super Eagles. Of course, it's the right thing to do for the president to reach out to them, and I know that I don't think that match was lost because of the president's call. Of course, it is the reaction of persons. If you're on Twitter, yesterday Twitter was so hot as some persons were dragging President Buhari, some were dragging the NFF, some were dragging the coach, some were dragging Alessi Wobi that got a red card just 2 minutes into that match. And of course, some persons were dragging Ihana Cho, and some persons were dragging Okoye Madoka. Of course, I think Okoye Madoka had the higher portion of drag. And of course, you're entitled to your opinion, but then we want to get your own opinion. What do you think about the match between Nigeria and Tunisia yesterday, that AFCON match saw Nigeria out? I think maybe they are on their way coming back to Nigeria. Cameroon is just here. It's not too far, and we'll welcome them back. But then what do you think about that match yesterday? Do you think that the Super Eagles of Nigeria did their best, or do you think that they did not do well? And of course, so many people have said that President Buhari is the cause of that loss. But some persons have also refuted, saying that no, President Buhari is not the cause of that loss. Some persons like Kingsley Moghalu, a presidential aspirant, will just take his tweet, and he says that Nigerian Super Eagles lost to Tunisia, period. It is not because President Muhammadu Buhari called them. Let's not be superstitious, please. I am sad, though. That is Kingsley Moghalu's tweet there, reacting to some person saying that it was because President Muhammadu Buhari called the Super Eagles of Nigeria prior to that match. That is why they lost. What do you think of the match? Do you think that the Super Eagles of Nigeria did well, or do you think that they did not do well? Do you think that the Tunisia players did very much better than Nigeria, that made them lose that match yesterday? Just drop your comments and your contributions on our social media platforms on trending issues. Of course, AF Television coming to you live, and we will take as much as we can. All right, let's go back to other issues that are trending. Let's go to the Nigerian police force. Like I keep on saying, Nigeria police force, they do good sometimes, and sometimes they do bad. And I keep saying as well that whenever they want to do good, they do good, and whenever they want to do bad, they do bad. But then when you do bad, it seems that a bad covers the good you must have done in the past. All right, a video went viral last week showing a policeman assaulting some women in Edo State. And that video actually, that incident happened last month. That was December 2021. But then it trended last week, this January last week. And of course, it sparked some reaction. Let's just have a look at that clip. And then when we come back, we'll talk about it.
It's okay. Officer, don't try that. Officer, don't try that. Don't try that nonsense. You like that. Just try it. I'll kill you. Back. Officer, you look at me. They back. Don't try me. Okay, me. It's okay now. I'll cover you. Get back. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay now. That will never do you. It's okay. It's okay. I remember. It's okay. You can get the other one. You don't do that. Where you? Go police your fire, mama. You don't mind I'll blow up. I'll kill you. It's okay. Officer, don't try that. Officer, don't try that. Don't try that nonsense. You like that. Just try it. I'll kill you. Get back. Officer, you look at me. Get back. Don't try me. Okay, me. It's okay now. I'll cover you. Get back. It's okay. It's okay now. That will never do you. It's okay. It's okay. I remember. It's okay. You can get the other one. You don't do that now. Where you?
All right, that video showing some persons of the Nigerian police force, about 4 or 5 of them on the highway, Edo Lagos highway, assaulting some women who were traveling. And of course, that video went viral last week, and some persons have continued to react. And then the police were forced to do something. Of course, I told you earlier that the incident happened December 2021. That was last year, last month. And then it started trending last week. And of course, all thanks to social media. And of course, we keep saying that social media has done a whole lot of good to Nigerians, of course, of victims of such circumstances. Of course, without the social media, we wouldn't have known what happened. And of course, that policeman and others would have gone scot-free. Of course, that video trended and it sparked reactions. And now the Nigerian police have reacted. They said they have arrested that man, the very first man that was harassing that woman, assaulting her. Of course, he shot twice, and thank God that he did not shoot directly at the woman or other passengers. Of course, the police were able to identify him as Sergeant Jude Ogudu, and then 4 others. I'm going to take the quote of a Nigerian police force as regards to what they have done concerning that incident. I'm quoting the Nigerian police force now. They said, Sergeant Jude Ogudu and the 4 others spotted in the viral video assaulting a lady have been arrested by the Edo State Police Command. They are currently being held in the detention facilities of the state CID. The case is being investigated by the X-Squad unit of the command. That is the end of the quote from the Nigerian police force. Of course, thank God that they have done they've taken the first step, which is to arrest these persons, and we hope that they will continue doing the needful so that the Nigerian police force and of course other security agencies will not get power drunk. Of course, some of them when they are carrying a gun, they will feel that they now own the whole world. But then a piece of advice: when you see a security personnel wielding his gun, please stay out of his or her trouble, for you do not know what he or she may do at that point when you want to argue with him. Whatever be the cause, even if you are right, please just stay out of trouble. All right, it's trending issues, AF television, this beautiful Monday morning. Don't forget, we're still asking you, what is your reaction as regards to the match yesterday by Nigeria and Tunisia? Of course, Nigeria lost and they were kicked out from AFCON 2020. So that is to say that Nigeria, Super Eagles of Nigeria, they are to be coming back if they are not back already, and others will continue. And then the next match and subsequent ones and others will come will determine the winner of that cup. Maybe next time Nigeria will win, of course. We'll have good players, and then we'll hope that the technical team and other team members will continue to do the needful so that Nigeria can win this cup and, of course, other cup. Drop your comments and your contributions on the topics that we are talking about, especially that football match that held yesterday. Do you think that Nigeria did enough, or do you think that Tunisia did more than Nigeria? All right, let's go over to another issue that is trending. Of course, it's a very good one in the education sector, talking about Federal Polytechnic Nekede Owerri in Imo State. Some of their students, they unveiled a first electrical car. Of course, it's a great stride. And of course, the car was fabricated by engineer Pius Nwosu under the supervision of Directorate of Research, Innovation and Development. Of course, that project was sponsored by TED Fund. Let's just see the video of that car. You can see it on the screen. It is a very good one. School, Federal Polytechnic Nekede, and their students, they just sat. They said they manufactured that electrical car from scratch. Of course, it is powered by a solar and battery. It is a very good one in times of fuel scarcity and hike in fuel price and everything. If we can get more of these, of course, it will be a very good plus. Of course, it's a plus already for Nigeria as a country, and of course for the institution. But then the question has been, will Nigeria harness these opportunities? Are we going to cultivate these talents? Of course, we have good talents in Nigeria, but then the government and every other person that has one thing or the other to ensure that our talents do not get wasted, they refuse to do the needful, and that is why we have so many talented Nigerians outside Nigeria doing well. Of course, they are doing their country proud, but then the country may not be benefiting the way it should be. All right, it's still trending issues, AF television, this beautiful Monday morning. Let's go over to another issue that is trending. It has to do with a Nigerian man that is based in Bangladesh. Of course, a viral video is trending showing the man with his white girlfriend. Reports said that both of them met on Facebook, a social media platform, and the woman is said to be an Australian, and the man based in Bangladesh invited her over to his place in Bangladesh, and they were to take their vows, marriage vows, before the altar. And then one thing led to the other. This woman refused to continue taking that code. Of course, the video showed the woman, after the man said "I do" to the vows, it was now the turn of the woman to say "I do" to her own vows. But unfortunately, she cried out of the church and she said, "I can't do this anymore." Of course, that video has sparked reactions. Some are saying, why would this woman do this? And some are saying that why wouldn't she do it? All right, she knows her reasons for doing that, and we hope that the man will survive it. Of course, trending issues. So sorry we cannot play that video at the moment, but then before we round up on the program, if we can, we'll play that video showing a Nigerian man in Bangladesh being left at the altar by his white girlfriend. The both of them met on Facebook, and they were supposed to take their vow, and this woman absconded, leaving the man behind. It's a very sad and pathetic incident for the man. All right, let's take some of the comments we have already on trending issues this morning. And we have Sunday Wilson, and he says, "It is well. I couldn't complete the match because NEPA took the light halfway." All right. And Pato Real says, "Everything was going perfectly until Baba Bubu called them." All right, I think the reactions is pertaining to the Tunisian-Nigerian match yesterday. And Prince Umaru Ibrahim says, "The calling them of yesterday was very bad." Okay, that is saying that Buhari calling the Super Eagles in Nigeria was very bad. That is the opinion of Prince Umaru Ibrahim. All right, Dawuda is saying, "I still dey ask them, wetin be the reason for him calling them?" All right, Musa Yahaya is asking also, why Buhari called them? That's just my problem. All right, Francis John is asking, who picked the call, please? Okay, it was a video conference call, and that is all right. Let's take a clip of the Nigerian man in Bangladesh with his white girlfriend. We'll be right back.
Yes. আমি বোনকে প্রশ্ন করতে যাচ্ছি আমি তোর Yes, I do. Amen. Yes. আমি বোনকে প্রশ্ন করতে যাচ্ছি আপনি কি Are you অনিকা নামক the man next standing next to you, Monica, the gentleman, আপনার স্বামী হিসেবে Are you gonna be accepting this gentleman as your husband? তার সঙ্গে বিবাহ করতে সম্মত আছেন? And you are gonna be marrying this man for your whole life together? I'm sorry, I can't. Church Abasala. Jesus. This was Church Abasala. আমি তো Yes, I do. Amen. Yes. আমি বোনকে প্রশ্ন করতে যাচ্ছি আপনি কি Are you অনিকা নামক the man next standing next to you, Monica, the gentleman, আপনার স্বামী হিসেবে Are you gonna be accepting this gentleman as your husband? তার সঙ্গে বিবাহ করতে সম্মত আছেন? And you are gonna be marrying this man for your whole life together? I'm sorry, I can't. Church Abasala. Jesus. This was Church Abasala. আমি তো Yes, I do. Amen. Yes. আমি বোনকে প্রশ্ন করতে যাচ্ছি
All right, another video is showing a Nigerian man based in Bangladesh, and of course, he was about taking his marital vow before the altar of God, just as some people do. Of course, it's a normal thing. If you find a good man, a good woman to call your wife, to call your husband, you take her to the altar, and then you take your vow before God. But then this man, his girlfriend, who happens to be a white woman, some reports are saying that she's from Australia, and after the man said, "I do" to the vows, "Will you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife?" and all that, the man said, "I do." But now, getting to the turn of this woman, she couldn't say yes. Neither did she say no. She had to cry out and say, "I cannot do this anymore." Who knows what must have prompted her to take that action. But then we hope that the man will recover from it. It's a very sad thing to happen to anybody. All right, let's continue with the comments before we call it a wrap on today's edition of Trending Issues. We have Chinedu Ojukwu Chidi says, "I pray for you. May President Buhari call all your enemies." All right, that is Chinedu Ojukwu Chidi there. And then we have Sunday Wilson. We've taken your comments. Pato Real, Prince Umaru Ibrahim, and Dawuda Musa Yahaya, Francis John. So many of you joining us. Thank you so much for being part of today's trending issues. You can continue keeping hooked up to AF Television for a subsequent program. Of course, to give you more details on that match, that is a Nigeria-Tunisia match that happened yesterday, and other sports-related matters. Another program is coming immediately after trending issues. Just keep hooked up to AF Television. My name is still Faith Okanwa. Until I come your way next time, it is bye for now.